Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Wrestling Results here on this channel. So guys, we have AEW Rampage for September 10th, 2021. This contains spoilers for you guys. If you guys haven't watched it yet and want to watch it, just to let you guys all know, this is full results here. So, AEW Rampage was broadcast from the Fifth Third Arena in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight's Rampage broadcast team is Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, the Human Suplex Machine, Taz, and the World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry. It's Friday, and you know what that means. The Bastard Pack versus Andrade El Idolo with Chavo Guerrero. Sorry. I don't know why I said versus. JR. We've been waiting for this one for quite some time, haven't we? Asked Schiavone. Yes, sir. On again, off again. Missing flights, missing plane tickets, replied Jim Ross. Some speculation, maybe Chavo Guerrero Jr. was behind that, added Taz. Pac and Andrade El Idolo have a stare down and then began shoving one another. Tony Schiavone informed viewers that AEW Tag Team Champions Penta El Zero Mito and Rey Fenix intentionally had come out along with Pac during his entrance, but Pac told them he wanted to handle this on his own. Both guys are so evenly matched, Schiavone said. Andrade El Idolo surprises Pac with a shotgun drop kick. Idolo worked over Pac in the corner. Andrade tried for a backdrop, but Pac had it scouted and kicked him, and then followed up with a Hurricanrana. Pac soared with a top con gyro over the top to Andrade El Idolo. Big respect to Pac. He's fearless, said Taz. Pac whipped Andrade El Idolo into the security railing. Pac chopped at Idolo, and he was then happy to obligate with more chops when El Idolo said, "Let's go." Andrade caught off Pac's momentum with a DDT onto the ring apron. The hardest part of the ring, Andrade El Idolo followed up with an explosive twisting blanket to Pac. This is awesome chance, as the AEW fans were saying. Andrade El Idolo and Pac fought onto the top turnbuckle. Pac got hung up and was at the mercy of El Idolo. Andrade whooped Pac with a double foot stomp to the arena floor. Back in the ring, Andrade El Idolo hit a split leg moonsault onto Pac, a la RVD. Pac fought back with a Hurricanrana off the top rope. Pac ran into Andrade El Idolo with a pump kick. Andrade is on probable Dream Street, said Taz. Pac attempted a sunset flip powerbomb over the top rope and onto the arena floor, but Andrade Idolo countered with a backflip of his own. Pac was there to meet him with a thrust kick right in the face. Pac was climbing up to the top again when Idolo hit him, causing Pac to lose his balance and get twisted up in the ropes again. Andrade Idolo attempted a second double foot stomp, but Pac narrowly avoided it. Pac was able to move out of the way after he had the first one scouted, noted Jim Ross. The bastard floated up and came crashed down onto Andrade El Idolo with a top rope moonsault. Both of these guys are fearless. They'll try anything, said Jim Ross. It looks like Pac hits his head off on the steel rail coming down too, added Mark Henry. Pac propped himself up and connected with a 450 splash onto Andrade, but Andrade grabbed the bottom rope before the 3 count. Pac dragged El Idolo back toward the turnbuckles. Pac was looking for the black arrow, but Idolo retaliated with a peel kick from a handspring. Andrade El Idolo and had Pac knotted up with a double underhooks, but Pac escaped and countered with a snap suplex. Pac followed up with a belly-to-belly suplex on El Idolo into the corner turnbuckles. Pac used a crucifix pinning combination, but Andrade escaped. Pac transitioned with a brutalizer. Jose jumped onto the ring apron with a stun gun. The Lucha Bros sprinted down and neutralized Jose with a stereo dust kicks. While the referee was distracted, Chavo nailed Pac from behind with an iPad. Andrade El Idolo rolled onto Pac and pinned him. Chavo Guerrero had something to do with this when he rolled in and the referee turned his back, said Schiavone. Andrade El Idolo hugged Chavo on the ramp and then decked him. What the hell just happened? Asked Taz. Jose told him what happened, and Andrade El Idolo apparently wanted to win this one alone, replied Tony Schiavone. Chavo got to his feet, but before long, the Lucha Bros blasted him with a thrust kick. They threw Chavo back into the ring and Pac, but put him in a brutalizer. He brought it on himself, said Mark Henry. After several agonizing minutes, Pac finally released the hold. Next, Tony Schiavone was in the ring to interview Darby Allen and Sting, who wanted to address Tully Blanchard's comment from Dynamite. Tully Blanchard, you want to say Sting is riding my coattails? Sean Spears, listen to me, you generic piece of shit. Without Tully, you're absolutely nothing, said Darby Allen. Tully didn't. You ride on the tails of Slick Rick for many, many years. What about Arn Anderson's? And if you want to look at me eye to eye, why wait? Let's do it right here in Cincy. Come on, Tully, and said Sting. Tully Blanchard walked out on the ramp. Look at you two. 2-on-1. That's what you want? You've always liked the numbers game, haven't you, Sting? Talk about riding on coattails. That never happened. Be a little bit more aware, said Tully, as Sean Spears quietly took out Darby Allen from behind. Spears hits a C4 Death Valley driver on Darby on the arena floor, unbeknownst to Sting. Be a little bit more aware as one of your guys gets taken down, said Tully. Sting hopped out of the ring and went to look for Spears, who had already run off through the crowd. Way to go, Sean. Just like we planned it. Sting, now look into my eyes, baby, said Tully. Good luck trying to outsmart Tully Blanchard, added Taz. A video montage aired from Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson's debut, including new comments from each other. The Elite as a faction, but as I like to call it, as a brotherhood, is incredibly special. The Elite was destined as a bunch of very individual, talented professional wrestlers coming together to show how powerful we really are. I trust Kenny Omega with my life, and he trusts me. I trust the Young Bucks with my life, and they trust me. Christian and Bryan Danielson, they're special. There's a reason the people look at them so highly. There's a reason people respect them so much, because their body of work is undeniable. The difference is they think they're going to be able to keep up with guys like me. I can promise you, I'm not even in my prime yet, and I will wipe the floor with Bryan Danielson, said Adam Cole. Bryan Danielson, the way that all the Elite acts and addresses sound to me like people who are insecure. So I'm not exactly going after all of the Elite. I'm going after one member of the Elite. I've heard how great Kenny Omega is. I've seen how great Kenny Omega is. The reality is, I'm just excited to get into the ring and wrestle. I'd love for it to be Kenny Omega. I would love for Kenny Omega to be my first match. If he doesn't want to step up, there'll be somebody else. Because one of the things I love about AEW is everybody is hungry. Everybody wants to prove themselves. I'm here and I'm game. Let's go. Next, we have the Trios match. AEW Women's World Champion Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Jamie Hayter, and Rebel versus the Galaxy's greatest alien, Chris Statlander, Rio, and All Out 2021 Casino Battle Royal winner, Ruby Soho. Baker took down Rio and was looking for a pin right away. Rio bridged out and caught Baker with a drop kick to the nose. Chris Statlander tagged in, and Baker almost had her in an armbar. Chris rolled out. Chris power slammed the AEW Women's World Champion. Statlander propped Rio on the back and then used her to kick Rebel. Jamie Hayter tagged in, and Rio tripped her up. Hayter was draped over the middle ropes. Rio ran across the ring and then waffled Hayter with double boots to the face. Behind ref Paul Turner's back, Rebel kicked Rio from behind when Rio ran into the ropes. Hayter moved in and nailed Rio with a snapping vertical suplex. Ruby Soho made the tag and cleaned house on Hayter's Jamie Hayter. That was great execution by Ruby Soho. She used her leverage and her quickness against a much stronger opponent, said Jim Ross. Hayter rallied back and planted Chris Statlander with a backbreaker. Rebel tagged in, and she and Hayter tried for a double suplex on Statlander. Chris Statlander countered with a double suplex on Rebel and Hayter. Britt Baker entered the fray, but was quickly dispatched by Chris Statlander. Rebel threw her body on top of Britt Baker to act as a human shield. Rio jumped off the shoulders of Chris Statlander and double foot stomped onto Rebel, and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Ruby Soho tagged in and rocked Rebel with a peel kick and then pinned her. That was a quick strike. That was a quick strike right there. Ruby is red hot. Nice victory, said Jim Ross. Now we have our main event, ladies and gentlemen. The acclaimed Max Caster with Anthony Bowens versus Brian Pillman Jr. Two guys, Lions, both needing a win here on national television, said Jim Ross. Pillman wasted no time and charged into the ring. He dumped Caster with a double leg takedown. Pillman grounded and then pounded on Platinum Max. He wasted no time in getting a big piece of Max Caster, said Jim Ross. The hometown fans were chanting Flying Brian. He's wearing the orange and black in honoring of his dad, added Taz. Pillman showed off his agility with a drop kick through the ropes to the acclaimed. Pillman was about to springboard up onto the ropes when Bowens grabs his leg and then pulls him down onto the floor. Caster hurled Pillman down onto the ring apron. Caster dropped a knee on Pillman as members of Pillman's family watched from the ringside. Caster planted Pillman with a suplex and followed up with a hard kick. Leather on flesh. Generally, leather wins, absorbed Jim Ross. Pillman came back with a crisp clothesline to Max Caster. Pillman Jr. ran in and with another clothesline. Caster met Pillman on the top turnbuckle, but Pillman knocked him down with a headbutt. Pillman took flight onto the outside with a crossbody press to Bowens. Caster tries to hit the mic drop elbow off the top rope, but Pillman dodged it. Pillman springboarded off the ropes with a clothesline and pinned Caster. This springboard clothesline was an ode to his dad up in heavens. An extremely emotional victory for Brian Pillman Jr., said Taz. After the match, Bowens blindsided Pillman. The acclaimed began to double-team Pillman Jr. Bowens impaled Pillman with a DDT. Jon Moxley ran out to even up the odds. He rocked Bowens with a boombox shot to the head. Pillman connected with a thrust kick to Caster, who was sent into the waiting arms of Jon Moxley. Moxley finished off Caster with a paradigm shift. What a way to close out Rampage, said Tony Schiavone. Be sure to tune in next Wednesday to AEW Live on TNT, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time from the Brutalton Center in Newark, New Jersey. And remember, the home of professional wrestling is All Elite Wrestling. So guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be back for more results for Monday Night Raw on Monday through Sunday, Monday through Tuesday. So stay tuned. I'm unstoppable and I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.